term, of which NCDA seek borrowers for new or expanding Motley-owned businesses before lending to businesses located outside the city but within the region. They additionally commit to the city of Motley that all repaid lent funds are dedicated to Motley for later determined economic development purposes, and that NCDA receives a one-time $5,000 flat fee for lending and program-related services. So they made official action on that already.
So I'm looking for a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement between the city of Motley and CDOT.
Okay, motion made by Carlson, looking for a second.
I would second that.
Second by Hutchinson. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. The next one is,
Yeah, we have a few discussion items.
yeah,
That the council needs to determine. The length of time to seek borrowers within city limits. For the first time, we discussed this sort of early on. If we want to wait 5 years to find somebody to borrow the money in Motley, or do we want to have them try for 6 months, and if they can't, get the money lent out so it gets repaid and then the funds are cleansed. I don't know what the goal is, if it's to get it lent out as soon as possible or make sure it stays in Motley, you know, the first time.
So now, once it's
cleanse.
cleansed, is that the word?
Yeah.
Will our priority agreement go away?
That is another item for discussion. We need to set a plan with them
Okay.
for lending out the cleansed funds. That's the third or the fifth thing on there, I guess. Setting a meeting with them at some point. So Cheryl recommended possible 6-month term of looking within Motley. I mean, I have talked to one of the businesses about it. They sort of seemed up in the air whether they were interested or not, and said, oh, we'll just sort of wait and see what happens with it. So they weren't jumping at it by any means.
Yeah.
I think 6 months is fair.
No, this ain't for like startups and stuff like that, is it? It's only for helping existing, and then there's all the stipulations?
No, I think it could be for a startup, but they would have to follow all this federal guidelines still.
I just know from like a startup standpoint, I mean, 6 months is not enough time.
Right.
But
Well,
you
and
just
I
have to
think
commit to it for 6 months, or at 6 months, I don't think,
this is more if they can if they were working with somebody, I
Correct.
can't imagine they'd say, oh, you missed the 6-month deadline, we've got somebody else to lend. Like, I think it's more like, let's put feelers out, let's contact people for 6 months, and if nobody seems like they are interested, well, let's get it lent out so we can get it back.
right.
Um,
And I think ultimately the cleansing part is what we want to help us out, so.
Yeah,
If we wait too long, it'll be,
yeah. I guess I'm okay with the 6 months.
you guys,
Move on with that.
let's make a motion to that then. If somebody wants to make a motion, Amy?
Yes, I will make a motion that we determine the length of time to seek borrowers for Encina to be 6 months. Is that
Okay.
proper wording?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion made by Amy, second by O'Regan. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. So the next one looks like set time to, we have to set, no, how often should the cleanse funds be remitted to the city?
So this is, I had spoke with Cheryl about this before. She doesn't want to issue, if people are making $2,000 a month payments, she doesn't want to be issuing $2,000 a month checks to us, and it makes more sense to have it sort of a lump sum because we're not going to be able to do anything with it until we get a decent amount anyway. She had recommended they could do it annually or maybe biannually, or we could set like a dollar amount, like every time they get $50,000 back, do we want to have them remit it back to us?
I'd say annually, because then you're automatically getting an update on where, where you're at the same time. You know how much funds are coming in, at least every year. I'll go
Yeah,
with
then
that
it's not
myself.
dragging out too long.
Okay.
Make a motion.
Yeah, I can make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay. Pat O'Regan made the motion for Anderley and Carlson seconded. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Okay, and then the last item there is, we need to pick a time to make a plan for the use of those cleansed funds. Cheryl mentioned it'll be at least a year before the funds are repaid to the city. That's if we get it lent out and
Right.
people pay it back right away, which is possible, but, so we were thinking sometime in the summer of 2020 of meeting with NCTA, getting a plan in place. That has to be done before any money can be dispersed back to the city, any of those cleansed funds. So we have to meet with them and get a plan, and that would have to be sent off to the state. So does,
We could even work on it during the winter, which we have, most of us have more time, but
Yeah.
yeah, we could,
late spring,
sure.
what do you guys think?
May, June,
May, June, what is summer?
somewhere in there.
Okay.
Then you don't have to worry too much about a blizzard coming in the middle of it.
I'm just thinking this might be busier for her, I don't know, or May, June.
April, May, June, somewhere in there. Some, like
Okay.
next spring.
Okay, maybe second quarter,
Yeah.
that gives
second
us
quarter.
April, May, June, second quarter of 2020.
Make a motion, okay, I make a motion to that. Meet with her the second quarter of 2020.
Okay, looking for a second.
I would second that.
Second by Amy Hutchinson. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All right, we have resolution 19-11. I think these are all the same as we had, we're just doing that, basically this is giving Lacey the authority to go ahead and post these in the paper, but not at length, just a narrative.
Yeah.
So we can do, so let's start with the first one, 2019-11. Somebody want to make a motion?
I will make that motion.
Okay, motion made by Hutchinson, looking for a second.
Second.
Second by Carlson. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next one's resolution 2019-12.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Carlson, looking for a second.
I'll-
Go ahead.
I'll second that.
Second by Amy, or Hutchinson. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next one is 2019-13.
Your turn, Pat. I'll make that motion.
Motion made by O'Regan, looking for a second.
Second.
Second by Carlson. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And then the next one's resolution 19-14 is accepting a $500 donation from the Motley Relief Association to the city.
I'll make a motion.
Motion made by Carlson, looking for a second.
I'll second it.
Second by O'Regan. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. L is Faith in Action donation request, page 78. Well, you guys read this because we haven't ever donated to them, but it sounds like they may be doing some stuff up here, and I believe this can be done with 10% money. I think they're asking, what, $300?
300, yes.
Faith in Action sounds like working with the faith community, like the churches.
Well, I think they do a lot of services for handicapped people, and they transport them and all this stuff.
Yeah.
We have the money in the 10%, I suppose we could donate it to that.
We got-
Worst thing in the world.
We got enough money in the 10% that this isn't gonna hurt it, right?
Correct, there is approximately 30,000 in the 10% fund right
Don't put that
now.
in the paper. Just kidding. What kind of request?
Sorry, yes, there's enough money.
There you go, perfect.
I'll make a motion to donate 300.
All right,
I'll second that.
okay, Carlson made the first motion, Hutchinson made the second. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All right, the next one is request from Larson Abstract Trantina property. That's page 79. And 80 to 81. And Lacey, you can go ahead and explain what this is about.
So page 79 sort of provides the summary of what they're trying to do. They're attempting to clarify a legal description of a parcel and the easement the city has without having a survey completed. I basically told them, you know, if this doesn't benefit the city, I don't think we should be paying for an attorney to review it, so I had them agree to pay for all the attorney's costs. Our attorney reviewed and approved. He confirmed that we're retaining the same easement we had previously. It's really no skin off our back other than the time we've put into it. And that's sort of it. A few other properties might end up with this issue in the future. He said he wouldn't be surprised if we hear from some of them later on, but
You're gonna make sure that the attorney bill gets sent down?
yep, I already have the bill and Larson Abstracts already requested the bill, so
Good.
had it confirmed that they were paying for it, for sure.
All right, looking for a motion to approve that.
I would make that motion.
Motion made by Hutchinson, looking for a second.
I'll second that.
Second by Carlson. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next is scheduling the Public Works Director's performance evaluation, which is due 5/8. I think if it works out for everybody, we could do it after our meeting on the 13th. Does that work for you, Bruce? I'm assuming you want it closed?
Excuse me, did we need to do anything with that quick claim?
We did that already, didn't we? We approved it.
Did
Yep, is that
we
part of
approved the
the-
quick
Yeah.
claim with the other one? Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I missed that part.
First one was just a summary, that's what it was about. Second one was the quick claim, that's what we approved. Can you make the 13th, Pat? On meeting?
13th?
For a regular meeting for the evaluation for Pump Bruce?
13th of May?
Yep.
I'll see what I look like. I can do it.
Okay. The rest of you guys are all good?
Do we have to do it before the 8th?
No, it doesn't
Oh,
have
it's
to be
just due,
done
okay.
before the 8th.
So-
You won't be here.
But if you will accept it, I would like to
Yeah.
give you mine ahead of time.
Yeah, that'd be good. We'll get yours
Perfect.
done and send it in, put it in my box.
Okay.
All right. Chase, are you good with that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So we will schedule that on the 13th. Any other business brought forward? If not, we're gonna move to public forum. Anybody from the public here that wishes to talk? How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, good. All right, nobody from the public, so we're gonna go council. Does the council have any concerns or issues they wanna bring up? No? All right. Our next upcoming meeting is the local boards of appeals and equalization meeting, Friday, April 12th at 9 o'clock in the morning. I should be able to make that one.
I'm gonna say, is
I will also
everybody?
be here because I'm certified.
Yep, and Pat, you had said you would be able to make it. Okay,
It'll
so
be
we
the
have
three of
three.
us. Okay,
Jace, are you able to
I
make
was
it or
just
no?
looking, I have it on my calendar,
Okay,
so I don't think I have any,
Generally a very short meeting.
Yeah.
okay,
I haven't had anybody contact me to this point.
I'll double check, but it's on my calendar.
All right, that's when they talk about their taxes for next year, right?
Correct.
Mine went up, by the way, just kidding. It did go up, but, that's not our problem, it's Morrison County. Planning and zoning is Tuesday, April the 30th at 6:30 here at the council meeting. Citywide garage sales Fridays and Saturday, May 3rd and 4th. Citywide cleanup day is Saturday, May 11th, 7:45 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. The next regular council meeting is May 13th. That's at 6:30 here at the council chambers. The school district referendum vote, Tuesday, May 14th. City Hall here. And so this 12 o'clock, that's really when it is, noon?
Yep, voting is from 12 to 8. I just learned, or I was just told last week by the district that all Cass and Morrison residents have to vote at Motley City Hall. All Todd and Wadena residents have to vote at the Staples Community Center.
Correct.
So I thought originally you could vote either place, but that's not the case apparently.
No, I was confused, is that for, cause on the email, it was just, there was only the two options, right, whether we wanted to.
That's what they have is two options. The one is for the new school or an
or
addition.
An addition.
Less money, they're two different.
Well, no, it's approve the first one, which is the large amount, like 40 or 30, I don't know the amounts off, I don't know. Don probably knows.
40.
I forget. 40 something, it keeps changing. If that one goes through, you could also vote for the second one. So it's not like the second one's not gonna pass without the first.
Oh, I thought it was one or the other.
Correct?
Yeah,
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 that's,
that's right.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
just really one vote.
The second one deals with like the swimming pool.
it's a community
It's a
center,
community center,
yeah.
in addition to the school part. It would be added on to the grammar school, I believe.
The elementary school, yeah.
That's what I believe
I
it is.
did put out a memo about the voting options.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that. I see people sharing it, so that's good.
Good.
All right. Otherwise, nobody else have anything? We were looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion made by O'Regan, looking for a second. Second by Carlson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.
The biggest question, who are you cheering for tonight?